to be dramatic or anything, but this is probably one of the most important videos I'm ever gonna make, and it's a really, really quick one.
So important, you've got to do it in the back of your car.
There was a time in my life where I chose to ignore the existence of God
Well, I highly doubt that. You can't choose to ignore something that doesn't exist.
because I knew that admitting it would demand me to change my lifestyle.
Admitting what? You can't choose your beliefs. You're either convinced or you're not.
Some people, it's easier to deny the existence of God because they know if they admit it, it would demand them to change the way they are living.
I'm still confused. Admit what?
But ignoring the evidence does not make it insufficient.
What evidence? There ain't none.
Ignoring the evidence does not make it any less real.
We don't ignore the evidence. We follow the evidence. And the evidence so far definitely proves the Christian God is not real.
Ignoring the evidence and replacing it with some faulty explanation to validate the lifestyle you are living does not give any validity to it.
Once again, there is no evidence. I don't need any reason to validate the way I live. My subjective morals, the same as yours, comes from hundreds of thousands of years of human evolution, doing the utmost to avoid pain, suffering, trying to push for a system that can avoid all the crap your Bible teaches and is historically responsible for, and working together as a community to enhance a better life for everyone.
Jesus is real, and the Gospels alone are enough evidence for that.
No, love. He's worm food. And the Gospels, come on. I don't know how many times I've got to keep telling you people. The Gospels are not first-hand accounts. They're written years after Jesus. Greek interpretations that gets the Hebrew wrong. Put it this way, Matthew and Luke have two different, complete stories about Jesus' birth. 10 years apart, under two different kings. You probably didn't know that, because you ain't read your book. Let alone the 20-odd prophecies Matthew reckons Jesus fulfilled, when he didn't fulfill any of them. And half them ain't even prophecies, because Matthew couldn't read the Hebrew. Or, let's say, the author of Matthew couldn't read Hebrew. So basically what you're left with is Greek scribes translating second, third-hand accounts years after Jesus. And then the King James. When that medieval book was written, they had no knowledge of the Hebrew that we have now. Hence, like, pierced for our transgressions. That is not in the original Hebrew. But we now know, with the correct translation of the Hebrew, pierced is not in there. The King James either couldn't read the Hebrew or purposely put it in there to push the Jesus narrative. And that's only one of many lies and contradictions in the Gospels.
I just didn't want to admit that. But when I gave my life to Christ,
The lie and the fraud that we just established.
the things that I thought gave me fulfillment